everyone, this video I want to show how to build the develop environment for our EFWE team to develop our products. Our functional is a focus on the transmission, and we also develop some very useful functions like on trade, like get signal, like monkeys. They are really important for our product. So the environment is your first learn to build our product. So here is the environment tools overview, and we separate our development to three parts. The first part is the platform, the second is API, the third of course is the database. Actually you will use more and more the Forex platform because at beginning our function is designed on Forex platform, but the Forex does not support signal. There's some system parameter for signal, so we also use ON for the signal development. And in API part, it is focused on transfer our data from platform to database. So actually this part is built by another team, but we want to test our code, so we have to build this part by ourselves. This part is really important, and the tools is chosen by other team. They chose Visual Studio, and the language is C# to develop the some code to transfer the some code like web API to transfer the data. And also we need the Postman. For now, Postman is the best test tool to test the web API, so we have to use it, so you need to install them. And for the database, we use Microsoft SQL management, the Microsoft SQL service. Okay, here is the overview. So let's start. In this video, first you will have the Forex and ON, and in this video I don't want to show how to install them. Actually, you can get them from the official version, and there's a lot of video for them. And here is the Forex, and we develop some code in Forex with Math Editor. Math Editor is the Forex inside develop platform. After you have Forex or ON, you already have this platform to develop your code. Okay, here this is Forex, and this is ON. Actually, they are totally the same. They are, I think that comes from their main part comes from the same company, and this company sell their from basic structure to different other companies, so they are totally the same. Also, you can see there's another Math Editor here, but they are from different paths. They are data in different paths, so you can see there are two Math Editor. They are not really the same because the date is not same. If you develop some code in Forex, and then you want to use them in ON, that is okay, but you need move this code from the Forex path to ON the path. So this part is the platform, and next you already have the Visual Studio. I use Visual Studio 2017 and Postman. Okay, so when I open the Visual Studio, our project is already here. But if you don't have them, you should go to our JIRA. Open JIRA and go to the Bitbucket. And to find the projects, our project is here, EFWE, and our date is in our folder. Maybe your team has another folder for your team, but there's already released APIs in that folder. So we go to this folder to get, here is the database. Here is the database resource. We go inside and to check. Here the procedure and the table. You can see there's several tables here. Oh, seems this is not the latest one. When you go to the release product, okay, here seems the latest one. Our team is focused on the table. We use that table as order, login, order type, and symbol. I will show the relationship between these tables in another video. So here you just get the whole package, I think. Yeah, here. Oh no, here. Database for EFWE. So here I switch them to the release part, and then we can get them for download. Okay, after you download them, go to the download and just release them, and okay, you open the folder, and with your Visual Studio, there's a film. Oh, I will open another one. Here's your film, your open project and solution, and go to your oh, it's hard to find them. Yes, here you can see the DB. Just open the folder DB and open the DBSLN. So here is your database. And after you open the database, right click the E40 DB, and here is the publish selection option. Option. So select this option, and trigger database to the connection. In our part, the connection is the SQL server. So just add it And you can see my SQL Server is already there, but never mind. You can also select the other SQL Server. The name comes from the SQL Server, like I will close this first. Nope. When you open your SQL Server, you will have a name. That name is really important. Okay, you have your name. This is a server name, and my server is based on Windows authentication. So after I get the name, I can go on and next, and this part is will done, and you will see your database is shown in here. That is FORT4DB. And if you need for some other tables, you need to create this table yourself. And the procedure is here. You also, if you need, you need to build them yourself. Okay, so here's part is the DB, and the next part is the API. That is really important. That's the main part of our development. And for the API here, you can check the API folder, and this is our API. And also in the folder for your team. If you don't have, just ask the professor. Okay, for this team, and we download them to the same part. Okay, here. Unzip. So the API is bigger than the DB. Okay, and we also use the fill and open project and solution to open this. Okay, here is our Forex. The structure is a little different, but we also open the SLN fill. So here we are, and this is our web API, and let's check the, for example, the controller. Yeah, here is the controller. Here the Forex controller is for our project, and we can open someone like this. This is a controller, and you can see the name of this function. Actually, we also need to use the entity and the DB access. You will build some dates for the transmission to use the DB access, but first we need to get the controller function, and the controller function will transfer your requirement to the DB access, then go to the database and get and log date from database. So for our this function development by our team, I will have another video to show that. So here we just show how to build the environment. So let's go to our uh, okay, this is our code for the what is this? Yeah, for the order. This is an entity, and let's go to the. Yes, you can see there's a lot of controller in Forex controller. And here's another thing is really important. We go to the app setting. Yeah, here you can see there's a part of code to set your web API to connect to your database. So you need to change a line at here, and add your name. You remember I show your name for the database, right? When open the database, there's a name. So just put the name here. And the other part is totally the same. The name of our database is here, and the security for true. Okay, that's all. And another part we need to change is okay. Then we go to the properties and launch setting.json. You can see there's a web API, and we have the application URL. Here we change the localhost to 443, and the second part we change localhost to 80. For this special setting, we can use the old local host without input 8080 or blah blah or something. So yeah, that's all for the API configuration, and then we will go back to the Forex, and here this is the Forex platform, and we go to the tool and select option. You can see we select the EA Expert Adventure and a lot of web requests for URL, and then add your local host here. Especially we put HTTP without that T, okay? So just HTTP for localhost, and then we select OK. So every part for the platform is config is already done. And also for the OANDA, we do the same. Go to tools, option, select EA, and add your local host here. And then let's check the Postman. My computer is really slow. Okay, here when you open your API, here, yeah, I will show, select the API here, okay, and run your API. So your API will open. That means the server, the tutor, the tube is work. So you can use your Postman to send posts to the test. Yeah. Here's the other test date for me, for our team. So that is not important. Here I want to show this part is your API part. That is the controller name, which is localhost. If you do your test, let's stop this API. Let's do some tests for your product. You will go to the web API and go to the controller and Forex controller. We just select one. For example, this one is get Forex setting API or blah 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 or something. So go to your Postman, just input them. You can see the first part, HTTP localhost Forex. Just put the name here. I'm sorry. Just post the name here and select post and then send. But you need to make sure all your input are correct. That's another class, we don't show it here. So everything is done. It's all for our environment configuration. Thank you for watching.